Hello again everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Sims 4 building long play. This is my second one on the channel and I'm very excited. Today we are going to be building a kind of a rundown family home for a single mum on like quite a low income. So I've got a few reference images on my screen that I'm going to be referring to throughout this process. So I'll pop the first one on the screen for you now. This is going to give us the overall shape. I'm not necessarily going to be going for that specific colour scheme necessarily, but that's the overall shape that we are looking to work towards today. We are in Willow Creek, specifically on Crick Cabana. So if you are new to this, then please feel free to grab your favourite drink, cozy up in bed, fall asleep with me in the background, maybe while you're cooking or doing some housework, whatever you are doing, then have me on in the background. This is the ideal video to be doing that sort of stuff with. So without further ado, I think we should just get going with this. So single mum, I think we're just going to focus on maybe a single mum with one baby. If there's room, which I doubt there's going to be, then we might be able to fit a second child in here. But let's see how we go before we kind of dive into anything like that. So the front of the house looks kind of like this. It's a very, 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 very simple shape, which I'm not mad about at all. You know, it's nice to do like these really sort of simple houses sometimes because it just takes you back to simple houses, I guess. You know, sometimes you can overcomplicate stuff, but there's a slight foundation to this house. And then I'm thinking at the back we could sort of add a space. I'm thinking here with maybe a small deck is kind of my thought process here, because we're not going to really have much of a backyard, if any at all. The roofing is really simple as well, which I love about this house. So we are just going to kind of stick with that theme here. And also my previous long form video, we used a very similar roof shape. So I don't tend to gravitate towards this roof shape, but it seems to be finding me at the moment and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm just going along with it. So it's sort of like this. We're gonna have to pull that all the way back, I think. Is that right? We might have to lift this up and then maybe lower this. Ah, yes, that's what we want. We don't want any clipping issues. So the front is essentially like this, but then I would like a roof piece at the back too, because obviously we don't want anything to look too odd. And then if we just shimmy that back, that could work. That could work quite well, although I think we need to lower it just a little bit. What I tend to do is I tend to see if this line here matches up with this roof line, and if it does, then I know I'm kind of on the right track. So that looks pretty spot on to me. Okay, that's the overall shape for our house. Now I have noticed that we do have a very small front porch area here that does overhang slightly. So we're going to go with that as well. In terms of the colour scheme, I'm really not sure what I would like to do. My initial thought is to go for this creamy colour, which is very similar to the reference image. And I know what I said at the beginning when I was like, I'm not sure that I'm going to be going for exactly the same colour scheme, but it looks like that might be where we're heading with this. So I'm just going to see what feels right, what vibes with us, and see how we feel about everything really. Now, the windows, the ones on the reference image are very similar to the ones that we got from Snowy Escape, but I'm not really feeling that, to be completely honest. It's been a while since I've used these. I think these are from the Strangerville pack, and they're quite cute. I'm saying that with a little bit of hesitation, just because I'm not 100% sold on these particular windows, but it's okay, it's fine. And I'm thinking of using this door from Lovestruck, which I think is really cute actually. And then also, if I'm remembering correctly, we also have, it's like a wall decor. It's like this here, look. I want to use this because I never get to use that ever. And I just think it kind of fits with the whole vibe that we're wanting to go with. The only thing that does irritate me ever so slightly is that they're actual numbers rather than being in Simlish, which I always find a little bit strange. But you know, it's a minor thing. It's minor. I'm not gonna like get too lost in that. I'm hesitant on the windows. I'm just being completely honest. I'm actually tempted to use the ones from high school years, or at least see what they feel like before I decide if that's how I want to go. I really like these. They do something for me. I don't know what it is. I just really, really like them. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way. And I'm also going to grab some of these from the horse ranch pack, because we do have these on the front of the house in the reference image, and I think they could look kind of nice here in this house too. But I'm not going to put them on all of the windows. I don't think I'm going to anyway. We'll see how we feel. My initial thought is no, but I'll see how balanced it looks when we just put them on these windows. Yeah, I think we might have to put them over here as well, which is okay. We can do that. How's everyone's day been anyway? I've been working today, and then I decided, you know what, I need to just relax, unwind a little bit. So it's raining outside currently. My dogs are fed. I've had something to eat myself. I'm sat here with my cup of peppermint tea. I have a candle lit. Just the vibes are vibing right now, and I love it. So how was everyone else's day? Have you had a good day? I hope so. I'm thinking of just going really simple with the foundation trim, to be honest. Is it called? Yeah, just the foundation trim. Just to keep it. I don't want to go over the top with this. I really don't. And then I'm also thinking of shimmying this over slightly. Maybe like that. And then putting that there. Now, in terms of the steps leading up to the house, I'm actually tempted to use these. Just because they give that more sort of, I don't know, that they just give off this vibe that I wouldn't necessarily use for other houses that I've built. So I think that might be kind of nice. And then I'd quite like to add a few exterior details to this house, you know, such as maybe something like this, which I always forget we have. All the time. I forget we have this constantly. But I'm tempted to add that there. There's also a chimney in this reference image, so I think maybe it would be a good idea to add a chimney here as well. Oh no, that's a bit too high. Let's have a think here. Oops. There's something so incredibly relaxing about just winding down and building in The Sims 4. Like, I am so relaxed right now. I'm having the best time. Okay, I quite like that, and I'd like to find a brick that would work quite well here too. So, that looks a bit flat to me. I don't know if anyone else thinks that. It's very one-dimensional, whereas this one, would that work a little bit better? Do we think? How are we feeling on that one? Oh, I don't know. It's looking a bit, I don't know what, there's something not right about that brick. Let's filter. Oops, what am I doing? Let's filter. Oh, I was filtered by brick. Oh dear, that's even worse. Right. No, I don't like that either. This is going to be harder than I had first thought. We'll get there. We will get there. Typically, if I was doing a speed build, I would not necessarily like edit all of this bit out, but I would be very aware of, okay, well, this is taking me a long time, so maybe I should consider shortening that. But obviously, with me building in real time, I'm not doing that. So a little bit of an adjustment for me, but it's okay. We're all learning here together. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to delete this so that the chimney sits a little bit better. And then I might have to lower that with tool. Let's see. I always get this a little bit wrong. So let's just try minus 0.5 for now. Ooh, did I get that on the first go? I am so proud of myself. I am so proud of myself right now. Right, okay. So let's have a think about the sort of fencing that we'd like to put around here. I like these ones from Lovestruck. Lovestruck did come with some good building by, I must say. So let's just stick with Lovestruck then. That's fine. And then what I'd also like to do is I would like to add some like stains on the walls and such. And I know For Rent came with some fantastic ones. So I am going to be utilizing that pack in this build quite a lot, both on the exterior and the interior, because it's such, like, look at that. It just adds that little bit of extra level of detail that we're looking for, which is perfect for this house. So I'm going to size that one down just so it's not clipping into the window, because otherwise then it looks a little bit strange. Let's add some down here as well. Oh, we haven't used that yet. Then maybe add... Could like layer them up too. Yes, look at that. Like, it just adds that extra level of detail. I love it so much. So we're going to be doing that all around the house. But what I tend to do is I tend to work on the front of the house first. And if I like it, I will continue working on the rest of the house. I don't know if anybody else does this. It's just something that, it's just the way that my brain kind of works. I don't know if, like I said, if everybody does it this way, but that's just me. And then I'd like a little rug out here. I'm thinking, I don't know, that one's just a bit, it's not giving the right vibe. Could use that one. Okay. Yeah, how big is the interior? Do you know what? It's actually bigger than I thought, which is great. That is such good news. So let's do a little bit more work on the exterior before we consider like landscaping. And then what we'll do is we'll work on the floor plan. And then we will try and work out window placement and such, because obviously I would quite like a door leading out to the back deck as well, you see. So, oh, would this one work? That's from the Adventure Awaits pack. Would that be better than this door that we've got here? Let's just try it out and see. Ooh, I would never consider using that door on a house like this, but I think that works a lot better than the one that we had. So let's go ahead and use that. And then I would like an overhead light just above the front door like that. I think that could be kind of cool. And then I'd like the same thing on the back deck actually. So let's put one there too. Perfect. Let's grab our fencing as well, and we can pop that just round here. Do we think we should add some stairs coming from here? I think maybe that would be a good idea. Yeah, because then we've got access to the back. So that works quite well. Okay, let's lay down some... what word am I trying to look for here? Like paving, you know? So we could do something like this. Oh, this is kind of nice. Okay, let's save. Maybe take a sip of a drink if you're building along with me as well, because it's important to stay hydrated, of course. And then I was also just thinking too, I feel like I need some more... Oh no, I can't. Can I not add a detail under there? Oh, we could add some of this though. Lovely. A little bit of grime. Oh, we could put some of that there as well. Yes, look at this. It's looking so grimy. And we need some stains up here as well. Oops. I made that one a little bit too small there. Oh, perfect, perfect. Right, okay. In terms of the landscaping, I want it to look a little bit unkempt. A little bit kind of like this parent just does not have the time really to sort of clean up and tidy up around the garden. So, and I want it to look quite overgrown too, so I'm not opposed to using a tree like this, but I'm thinking of making it just a little bit smaller. Now just bear with me here because I'm not sure what size it currently is. Oh, perfect. 0.4 could be good because then it's not overwhelming the space too much, but just enough. Kind of like that. Yeah, so as I was saying, the landscaping, I want it to be a little bit more unkempt. So I am going to have a look at live edit and debug here and try and find certain items that would sort of fit that bill. So let's have a quick look here. I feel like I'm a little bit out of practice. I'm not really sure why that is because it's not like I haven't built in The Sims for ages per se, but it just feels like it's been a little while since or at least it feels like it's been a while. Why does that grass look see-through? That's really silly. I know Horse Ranch came with some nice overgrown grass, so let's have a look at Horse Ranch for just a second. Horse Ranch, where are you? There it is. Oh yeah, that could work. I'm thinking this sort of grass would be good. Oh yeah, and that grass too. Just to give it that, like I said, that overgrown appearance. Whoa, that's a little bit too overgrown. Why is the grass see-through? Maybe if we hide some of it here, it won't be as obvious. Yes, yes. I wouldn't mind having some colour though as well as the overgrown grass. I think that would be good. So I am thinking of adding some flowers and such. So let's just grab some more of this grass though. Okay, amazing. Right, so let's have a look at the flowers. I don't really know what colour I'd like to go for. Oh, that's so cute. I forget that we've got these from the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. Why these are not in the like normal menu, I will never understand because they are so cute. Oh, I don't want to put too many of them out though because I don't want it to like overwhelm the space. But just enough to have a hint of the flowers would be good, I think. Okay, I might reconsider them, but we'll see how we go. Ooh, what's this? What pack's this from? Businesses and hobbies, really? Never used this before in my life, but I think for this build, this could be quite good. Quite a good addition. I'm rethinking those flowers. As much as I think they're cute, I'm just not sure they're the right fit for this build. Ooh, I like the grass as well that came with the Enchanted by Nature pack. Oh yes. They fit quite nicely. Just to give that illusion that the grass possibly hasn't been mowed for some time. You know? Yeah, I'm rethinking the pink flowers. As cute as I think they are, they're giving too much for this house, I think. Because like I said, we are going for more of the overgrown look, and that's not really giving overgrown. Let's be honest. So we need flowers that look overgrown, but that are still nice. I think we could have a little bit of a task on our hands for that here. So, we'll find something, I'm sure. Like, they're cute, but I don't know how I'd really get them to fit. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're too vibrant as well. Oh, they're nice. But again, are they too vibrant for the space. Let's have a look. We'll feel it out. Let's pop a few down and then we can test out the theory. Okay, that has a really nice sense of balance to it. I think they're not too overpowering. Sorry, I was going to say overbearing, overpowering. And then like these kind of look like they're about to, not to die, but they don't look like they're in the best shape. So maybe we could pop a few of these down as well. Not too many because I don't want there to be too much colour on the exterior, but just enough. I think that's cute actually. Yeah, let's do something like that. I feel like we need something here just to balance the space a little bit, but I'm not really sure what. So I don't really want to put another tree, but a big like bush or something could be nice. Or like a bigger one. I don't know, just to... Oh, I don't know. I mean, we're going to have some items out here. So let's pick out the mailbox. I think the more details we add to this, I think the more this build's gonna come together. Okay. And then I'm thinking of... There's a particular piece of clutter. And it looks like the little trolleys that toddlers can push. And I'm trying to remember which pack that's from or where it is in the catalogue. I'll probably come across it at like a completely random time. This is what I was looking for. Just having this out front. So I don't know how old the mum's child is necessarily. But I just feel like that would be outside. And then we need some seating and things out here too. So let's come out of here. Let's go here and have a look at some chairs just for out here. Thinking just a couple of chairs there, you see, so they can sit out front and just enjoy the fresh air from the porch. Okay. Let's have a look at... I'm thinking of putting some shoes near the door. And the ones that I'm thinking of putting here are from the Grange Mudroom kit. So like I might put some wellies here. They look really big, or is it just me? Is it just me that thinks they look really big? Like, look at the size of those wellies. They just look huge. But that's alright. I'm just thinking of having them near the door there like that. I think that looks so cute. Yes. I don't want to do too much with the front. To be completely honest, I don't want it to be too like overwhelming or whatever. But I am thinking of adding maybe a plant or something to the front door. I'm thinking about it. But I don't know. If I find the right one, I will definitely put one out here. If not, then oh well. I love these ones from Enchanted by Nature, but they look a little bit too whimsical to have in just like a regular build. So we'll skip them and we'll go for something different. Let's have a think. I mean, I might not end up putting a plant out here at all. Like I never use these. These are quite cute. But what are those in there? Are those... You would not have books outside, so I feel like that's not too much of a good idea. We've got like a little watering can. Oh, that could be sweet, just near the door. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's have a look at the floor plan. And then we can decide, you know, what we want to do from there. So, I think this is going to be a little bit more difficult to divvy out than I had originally thought, but just bear with me here. So, I would like you to walk into the living room and kitchen. So if we have this as the living room and the kitchen, and then I'm thinking bedroom, and then another bedroom here, a hallway, and then a bathroom just on the left here. We could even make the bathroom a little bit bigger if we wanted to, but I don't know why we would do that necessarily. And then what we could do is we could do that instead, just to give that room a little bit more space. And I'm actually considering removing the door from the back, because I was planning on having this as the kids' bedroom, this is mum's room, this is the downstairs bedroom, this is the hallway that leads off to the bedrooms, and then having the living space here with the kitchen here. So what I don't want to do is have a door leading off a kid's bedroom. It just doesn't sit right with me at all. So instead, what we'll do is we'll just pop some windows at the back here. So if we do that, then that gives enough light into that room. One window there, and then one window here. I think that could be good. 2 windows here. And then maybe 2 windows on that side as well. I think that works. I think that works nicely. For the archway leading to... Oh, do we want an archway here? Yes, I would like an archway here. I'll put one down for now, and then if it's not sitting right with us in a bit, we can change it. But I just want to pop some doors down initially, just to show what we're planning on working towards. There, amazing. Okay, I think that could be good, and then it means we could potentially have a small fireplace over here as well, which I like. So that's the floor plan, which means we can start bringing some of this landscaping just around the side of the house as well to make sure everything matches up perfectly. So let's just... I don't want to go too nuts on the landscaping around the side. I don't think it really needs it. But we need something around here. So we're going to pop it. Oh, I hate that. And I also hate using tool to lower it down because I can't do it properly. I always like put it too far into the floor, you know? So maybe we don't need it coming all the way to the back. That sounds really lazy of me, what I've just said there. Like, oh, like I can't be bothered. It's not that. It's the tool mod still scares me a little bit. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way about the tool mod. It's an incredible tool and I would never like not have it in my game anymore. However, just every now and again I'm like, oh, that still confuses me a little bit. So yeah, anyway. Should we put a tree or something here? No, because that's going to clip in. Ooh. I'm thinking of putting a tree back here, but I don't know which one. Like, we could add this one. Oh. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm liking the vibes. Okay, and then we need... I think we need like a big bush here. Let's go back to debug and live edit. That's the one I'm looking for. I love this one. It fills gaps in so beautifully. It's so well-rounded. I love it so much. It's brilliant. It's like one of my favorite bushes in the game. Not that anybody cares or needed to know that, but just in case you were curious. Let's pop a few of these round back as well. And then grabbing some of the same landscaping as well, just to give it a nice touch of continuity. To make sure it doesn't look like we've just made things up as we've been going along, you know? And like I said, it's nice when you don't do landscaping that's too manicured because it gives you that freedom to just do kind of whatever you want, really. Which is fantastic. I might put one of them around here as well. Like the house is just completely surrounded by just overgrown everything. I'm gonna be honest, our house in real life, the one that I live in with my husband, we're quite low maintenance garden people. Like our garden's really nice, but we don't have any real grass or anything like that. Our grass is artificial and like we're low maintenance people. We have 2 dogs as well, so it's just easier for cleanup as well. When you could just hose the grass down, you know. Oh dear. And those flowers are stunning. I really like these. I think they go really nicely with the overall vibe as well. I feel like I've gone a little bit nuts with that though. Let's try and pull some of it back just a little bit. I feel like I just went completely rogue with that. Oh well, it's all right. That's what I tend to do with my landscaping, so I'm sure we're not surprised. Okay, and then all we need to do now is just continue this on a little bit further at the back here as well. And then I can't believe I'm saying this, but the exterior will then be pretty much done, I think. Oh my goodness, come on. Oh, I'm making a meal of this, aren't I? Oh my gosh. There we go. Finally. This is supposed to be one of those relaxing, you know, builds that you can just watch or not watch or have me, like I said at the beginning, have me on in the background while you are sleeping or working or just whatever you're doing, just relaxing. Maybe you are watching this in its entirety, which is just incredible in and of itself, but it's supposed to be relaxing. And I feel like my first one was very, very relaxing, and I feel like this one hasn't been as relaxing as I would have hoped. So for that, I do apologize. I'm trying to grab some of these and for some... No! See, this is what happens. I'm trying to grab... Yes, these, exactly. And for some reason, I just wasn't able to. That was very, very irritating. And... Oh, they're just not... Okay. I think... I don't know whether that's looking a little bit too much. Okay, well, it is what it is. It's fine. It works. Okay. Right. Let's get some more grass. Pop that here. See, this is the problem with debug as well. When you're working with foundations, it's one of the most irritating things in the entire world. Like some debug stuff is fine, and then others are just like, I'm not going to do what you ask me to. Why would I do that? Okay. Right. Okay, as I said, I don't want to do too much. But I think that just gives us a nice little something. I might add there. Because I know that doesn't... Oh... Okay. Just thinking of cutting some of it back a little bit. And not having it absolutely everywhere. So there's like gaps. We might have to revisit that, but for now it's okay. Right, let's quickly put some dirt underneath our landscaping as well. Just adds to the overall effect. I also feel like it's been a while since I built anything in Willow Creek. If I'm not mistaken, the last time I was here was when I uploaded and built my 2 houses for Halloween, where the neighbours were essentially in competition with one another to see who would be crowned with the best Halloween decorations on the block. And I think that's the last time I was in Willow Creek, so it's been a while. Okay, we need some outside bins because it has been pointed out to me on more than one occasion that I don't always add a bin outside, and I often get a little slap on the wrist for that, which is completely understandable, and I agree with everything that you say. Trust me. Sometimes I just forget, and I don't mean to. Would we put... No, I don't want to make it like dirty outside. I just want to make it look a little bit more run down than the average home, that's all. So I think we might just have 1 bin, and then I want to put a bin bag near it. Yeah, I don't want to give it like graffiti on the outside. But yeah, I think something like that would be good. Or would we have the bin like here? Just like that. That's probably better, right? Amazing. I've just realised before we move onto the interior, I need to be putting some of this detailing on the rest of the house. Otherwise it's going to look a little bit silly if we don't do that. So let's get that done before we do anything else. I knew I was going to forget that. I just knew it. And I did. So at least I remembered though. At least I actually did remember, you know, albeit a little bit too late, but that's okay. Right. So I just want to essentially just replicate what we've done at the front. I love these stains. Honestly, adding them to builds just gives everything a little bit of extra detail. And for a build like this, so perfect. You've just got to be careful where you place it, really. That's my only advice with this. Just be careful where you place it. And not to worry, we are going to decorate this back porch as well, so don't worry about that. Probably at the end of the video we'll do that, I think. Okay, and then... Oh no, in fact, let's remove that because I always think it looks a bit weird, you know, if you use them in the same proximity as one another and you can see them next to each other. I just think it looks a bit weird. Again, probably just a me thing, but you know, I can't help it. I am a bit of a perfectionist. I say a bit of a perfectionist. I'm terrible. I really am. I'm like this with my house in real life as well. Obviously not adding grimy stains to my house in real life, but I'll fixate on stuff and just make sure it's perfect. Does anyone else do that, or is it? It can't just be me. It can't. I'm sorry, I refuse to believe it. Right. Is there anything? Oh, maybe an air conditioning unit. We got them from for rent or with for rent, sorry. So we could pop one. You usually have them underneath windows, I believe. But I might have to decrease the size slightly using tool. Let's go with 0.8 and then we'll elevate it. So let's do 0.04. Oh, no, we need minus, don't we? Minus 0.07. Oh dear, this is going to take us a while. Minus 0.4. Elevate 0.2. Yeah, so kind of like that, and then we can get the one that looks a little bit worn. Oh, okay. Perfect. I think that's fine. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, looks, and you can kind of see it peeking through here. Right, so let's add some lighting while I'm thinking about it. I don't want to go too overboard with the lighting because I want to create a little bit of ambiance in here. So I'll just put one in each room and then we can add them as we go along. And then let's change the colour of all lights to a neutral white to make sure that everything doesn't look too warm, because I do find that with The Sims 4 the lighting naturally runs quite warm, which is a little bit irritating for me at least. So let's pop that there. Right, okay, I don't want to have carpet. I don't think I want carpet. But I could potentially be swayed. I don't know. Let's just go for a wooden floor. Let's try a wooden floor at least. I'd like one that looks a little bit more worn. That's very chestnutty. And then this one's kind of nice. With the nails sort of exposed, that could work quite nicely. And then I'd quite like, did it come with, yeah, this one from City Living I think could be good. Can you see all the detailing on the walls? It's kind of cracked. It looks a bit, I don't want to say damp because I don't like the thought of Sims being in a damp house, but it just looks like it needs to be replaced. It's essentially quite stained and it just needs a little bit of TLC. So I think we said the living room was going to be over here, didn't we? So if we start working on that first and then we can sort out the kitchen space, just carry that through there. How annoying is that? I mean, hello? You can just see the line there. I've never noticed that before. Or would we have the kitchen here and then the living room over here because it's a bigger space? It is a bigger space. Or is it just me that's overthinking this? I mean, I still think the kitchen could work better there and the living space here, because then we could put a fireplace over here. Okay, let's do that instead. Right, so in terms of the fireplace, is there one that looks, again, not worn, but like more run down-ish? I know we've got this one, which I do quite like. And then I'm tempted to go for like a green kind of theme in here. So if I go for colours, green, just see what we're working with here. Like, we could do that one from Werewolves, but I don't know whether that's a little bit too tongue-in-cheek one. I don't necessarily want the interior to be like gross or disgusting. I still want it to look like the Sim that lives here. You know, they've made the house a home and they're just making the best of what they have. Oh, this one from Enchanted by Nature is nice, but it's just a bit, yeah, we're not doing that. I'm sorry, we're just not doing it. What about the one? Oh, I love this one, but I think I used that in our other playthrough, like the longer playthrough. Right, let me go for my old tried and trusted, the one from Growing Together, I think, but in fact, let's pop it down and then we can decide which swatch we'd like it in. See, I do like this one. We'll see. We'll see how that one goes. And then I'm thinking of using the sofa from the Is it the, what's the pack called? Basement Treasures? And I can never find it in the normal catalogue for some reason. Here it is. In like that green colour. What do we think of that? I don't know. Or we could go with that one. I'm not sure about that rug now. Why am I like this? Oh no. And like I said, it just makes it not worse, but like so much more, like you're under pressure a lot more when you're doing like these more real-time building videos. And I try to edit as little out as possible with these ones because, you know, that defeats the entire purpose of what we're trying to do here. So I really like to try and just, yeah, keep as much in as possible. I think we should add blinds in here, because I do. Paired with some curtains, but I'm not sure which ones yet. Not those ones, definitely not. No. I mean, these could work. Let's try these on for size and see what we're working with. I don't like the fact that the windows... Oh, and it's not the windows clipping through, is it? It's the blinds. Which is a shame. Well, I suppose we could remove the blinds. But then I like how the blinds look. So instead of those curtains, maybe we could use... see, they're still clipping. Could we use these ones? Maybe in a different swatch. Okay. I don't mind that. I think it's the rug that's throwing me off. Maybe it's the swatch. That one's kind of nice, but I'm not keen on the red. There's just something about that I'm not really vibing with. I like this one from the Life and Death. Wow, that took me a while. The Life and Death pack. This is nice, and I like this swatch as well. So we could be onto a winner here, everybody. Finally, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Okay, coffee table. Oh yeah, look, we could go for this one in that like darker colour. I think that works really quite nicely, actually. Okay, let's have a think about like a little table just down here. Oh, that one's kind of nice. Would never think of using that in that particular swatch, but I think that could work quite nicely. And then maybe pairing it with a lamp. And I am partial to this lamp, I must say. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Just change the size of it ever so slightly. And then we can always... Oh, that's nice. I like that. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think we need... I would like some plants in here. I really would like some plants. So... not necessarily that one. Or that one. Like, some of them are just too green for this space. I don't mind that. We could do a bit of a double plant moment just over here, because this one came from, I think this one's from Basement Treasures as well, and it's got like the dirtier swatches, so like it's probably a rubber plant that just needs cleaning off, but I quite like it. What if we decrease the size and just try to lay them up a little bit better as well? So we're more looking at something like this, maybe? Like that. Okay. Yeah, sure. We can go with that. I think this mum would also have quite a few pictures up on the wall, probably of her baby. I can just see it, you know. I think she would have. Oh, in fact, let's put them over there. I'll find somewhere else for that. Although do we need a bookcase? A bookcase could be good in here, I think. So we could do that. And then get these again, and we'll put them somewhere. I just don't know where right now. I'm being really indecisive tonight. I'm not quite sure what's going on with me, but I'm being a little bit indecisive. So for that, I do apologise. And we also need to make sure that we're adding baby clutter around as well, just to really, you know, give that impression that this mum, you know, she's doing it all by herself, and she likely is feeling a little bit overwhelmed at this point. So we'll put some baby stuff out too. Like we could have a little toy on the sofa that she probably got for the baby. Oh my god, look at the penguin! It's so cute! Just need to bring it up a little bit because it's sinking into the sofa there for some reason. I'll tell you what, I think the growing together pack could come in quite handy here. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. I know we've got like a baby play mat, which I think could come in handy. I'm sure we got a, yeah, we did. Here it is. I was just about to say, I'm sure we got a play mat. There, look. Oh, look how cute. Yeah, we could. I love this swatch. I don't know what it is. I just really like it. We can have like a little baby toy just there. Oh, so sweet. Okay. What else would we have? Probably not that. What have we got in debug from growing together, actually? Let's have a quick look. Debug and live edit. I'm sure we've got, yeah, I mean, we can put this in the nursery for sure. Do we have anything else? I'm not sure we do. Anything, nothing anyway that we can actually use in here. That's all right. I'd like to put some cushions on the sofa here. So I want to see if the ones from base game. Let's do unlocked. Oh no, not unlocked. What am I thinking of? Event rewards. Just think some pillows on here could be nice. we'll tilt them back with tulle as well. Because I've spoken about this many times, I hate the way that they lean forward. Look, can you see they're just like standing upright? Like, how does that even happen? I've been dying to use this cushion as well, and for some reason I just haven't been able to. But I think in this room it could work quite nicely. Right, let's grab tulle. I normally do -20 for cushions. I just think it gives that right level of rotation, I guess. -20. And then they sit back really nicely on there now. And I love that blue cushion on there. I think that looks wonderful. I think more clutter in here, and we're definitely heading in the right direction with this, which I really like. I wouldn't mind having actually a ceiling light in here too. Just something quite simple. I don't think it needs to be anything too out there, but I think something like that could work. Yeah, that's quite nice. I think maybe a clock, just to add a little bit more to the space. We do need some sort of artwork on here. I'm just trying to work out what that looks like. I mean, yeah, let's maybe just add them. Okay, nice. And then what would we have on the coffee table? Obviously we need like a mug of coffee over here. And then also, what else could we have? I think a book could be good. And I'm just gonna pick some bits out, like whatever is sort of speaking to me. We'll use. Oh, we could put a pillow on the sofa, because maybe like the mum sometimes falls asleep on the sofa and stuff. That might be quite cute. Oh, I feel like we could put some glasses over here. Oh, I'd like a candle as well. I always put candles in my builds, and I think that's because I have a lot of candles in my real life house, and so I do the same thing in my Sims builds. I had candles everywhere. Like if I'm in a room, it has a candle in it, and the candle is always lit as well. So we have many a candle in our house, which we're not sorry about, you know. Oh, I tell you what might be nice. Like we could just have like a box, you know. Maybe she hasn't quite finished unpacking. Like I just think that's a really cute sort of thought, you know. She's just had that much to do. She just hasn't really had the chance to really unpack properly, which, you know, when you're a busy mum, it makes sense. Not quite sure what to put on here. I normally do a box of tissues, so it would be silly not to add a box of tissues. I just feel like, you know, if you're watching a rom-com and you are having a cry, I just think tissues are a really good option in a living room. Okay, amazing. I always struggle with what to put on bookshelves. I don't know what it is, but I just kind of freeze up, and I'm like, what am I supposed to put down? What am I supposed to put on here? I don't know. If it's just me, it's probably just me. It probably is just me. But yeah, I always struggle just a little bit. Like, why would you have a teapot on a bookshelf? But am I gonna put it here? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Okay. Right. Again, I did say this, well, I don't know how long ago it was at this point. You know, these are supposed to be relaxing videos to help you unwind, sleep, whatever the case may be, and I'm definitely not helping with that right now. I'm really not. So for that, I really apologize. I do. And I always feel like this needs to be bigger, even if it's just by 0.1 on with tool. I'm always like, that needs to be bigger. Should we make it blue? Kind of ties in with the rug a little bit better. And like we said, we're going to have a book. And what other clutter could we have on the coffee table? Let's have a think here. I mean, we could put something like this over here. Maybe the mum is attending school, you know, to get a further education of some sort. That's a nice idea. So we could do that. Would you have like a little jar of cookies on the table too? You know, as like a little snacky snack. Like, why not, right? Just in case you're peckish. It happens. Never put cookies on the coffee table before, but you know, it's a single working mum, so she probably doesn't have the time to put things away always. I'm just not liking that for some reason, so we're going to remove that. Right, I need to push this forward. Not push, bring this forward, sorry, just a little bit, because it's looking a little bit funky. Is that better? That's slightly better, yeah. Oh, I tell you what we could do. We could put a record player maybe in the corner or something. Or it'll come to me. It will. Like, it will come to me. I promise. I'm not completely useless. I'm just thinking about this little area over here. I'm not really enjoying it. So we're going to put that there instead. And I'm not enjoying the colour of the sofas either. They're not doing anything for me. Oh, the pink's quite cute actually. We could go pink instead. Should we go pink? Yep, I think we should go pink on there. Which means, oh, why do I like that blue rug? Is that weird that I like the blue rug? Or is that acceptable? It's throwing everything off. I'm so confused right now. Oh no, I like the blue rug. I think I like the blue one instead. It's happening. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Not sure about that plant. So incredibly indecisive tonight. More so than usual. So it's a little bit frustrating for me. But it's all part of the process. It's okay. You know, I think you need to go through it sometimes, and that's absolutely fine. I think I prefer that as well. Slightly more understated, I feel. Oh, why do I like that plant in that corner? I think that looks kind of nice. What do we think? I also think we need some sort of chair here. Oh. Maybe, yeah, that's nice. Could have the infant playmat over here. Okay. Not mad about it, not mad about it. So it is actually the next day for me because I had to go to bed last night. My head just started hurting kind of out of nowhere, and I thought I'd rather than push myself, I just thought let's not do that. Let's revisit this in the morning. So that is exactly what I am doing. I forgot as well. I mean, I didn't really finish this room, so it's not necessarily like I forgot, but I almost kind of forgot about this area here. So I'm going to work a little bit more on here, just cluttering up. I'm also thinking of adding a couple of like extra, or at least a cushion extra on the sofas, specifically the ones that we got in the most recent event in game. I'm just kind of thinking that they would look really nice. So yeah, it is the next day, so I always feel a little bit not weird, you know, like doing it like this. Oh no, that's way too much. But yeah, it's a new day, it's all good. What am I doing here? Seriously, what am I doing? Right, let me try this again. Minus 0.0. Okay. Minus 0.04. That's not a point at all, Rachel. Is that floating still? Ever so slightly. Minus 0.02. That should do it now. Painful for me to be doing that. Right, okay, that's kind of wonderful. Okay, we definitely need some more artwork over here because all we've got in this room so far are these little like picture frames, which I of course love. I do love those. But yeah, we could just do with some more. So, and then obviously some clutter up here as well. Some books, I'm thinking. I really like these ones. I can't remember which pack these came from. I'm really not sure. All of these, you know, like little logos that you can see in the top left corner of items, they all just at this point merge into one for me. So what do I know? Right. I wouldn't mind having like maybe some flowers of some sort up here. But what I tend to do is I tend to make these bigger because they're just not quite big enough, I don't think. Oh, they're nice. Okay, and then what else? I feel like I'm struggling with clutter at the minute, and I'm struggling trying to articulate what kind of clutter I would like where, which is, it's a little bit irritating, I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. It's all right. We've got the wellies outside. I just saw them and I was like, oh, maybe I should put some shoes near here as well, but let's not do that yet. I'm thinking of maybe adding like a little skyline as well. Maybe this mum wants to visit San Myshuno one day and maybe take her child with her, so we could just put like the little city landscape there or something. I think that might be kind of nice, although we do actually have more room over here than I thought, so we could even space things out just a little bit better. Oh, come on. Again, would usually edit this stuff out. But trying not to do that with these sorts of videos. I'm trying to edit as little out as I possibly can. I think that's kind of nice. I think, I don't know. We definitely need, like I said, some artwork. So let's have a sift through and see what we can find that would kind of fit the vibe that we've got going on in this room so far. I like these, but these are more for like the kitchen, I would say. And then I also like these too, but they're just not really fitting with the overall theme, I wouldn't say. I'm partial to this. I really like this wall decor piece, so we could put that there. And then I'm also thinking of adding sort of like little bits like this just in the wall. I don't want to put too many around, but I think some could be nice. So let's pop a few of these down. Just thinking for that little extra level of detail. Oh, and we also need something on top of here as well. I've just realised. I usually add these little owls from the Growing Together packs. I think I might put them up there. I just think they're really cute. And we could put them, oh, I think the blue swatch. Oh, they look quite cute. I like them. Okay. And then I did mention the most recent, like, look at these. They're so cute. And in the pink swatch as well, the pink stripy swatch. I don't know, I just think that's so cute. I might change the size though. So if we did 0.8, let's see how that feels. Yeah, I like that because it's not too overwhelming then. And then let's change the rotation to our good old -20. Oh, I've got to do 20 because technically I put the pillow like the other way around because these are double-sided pillows. There, that's cute. I think we've got enough cushions on the sofas now, and I think, to be fair, other than maybe putting something else here too, I think this living room could be done, which is super exciting. We're going to want them for the kitchen for sure. And then I was just seeing if base game had something, but oh, while I'm here, I might add some light switches because I always forget to add these to my builds. I'm not really sure why, but I tend to forget them. So let's just see if there's any wall decor that's not in base game just to add here. I feel like it's missing something, you know? But what? I'm not entirely sure at this stage. I'm just seeing if anything catches our eye. No, that looks a little bit too, like, busy. I do like these tapestries. I think these came from Horse Ranch. And I quite like them. Not necessarily in that swatch, but that's a bit bright. I will find the right swatch. Oh, what about the blue? Because then that kind of ties in the blue that we've got going on here. It could be nice. I also think I could do with maybe a standing lamp here. I do like this one from the Basement Treasures pack. So we could go with that and then just dim it down a little bit. What if we did that? Or maybe we put it like close to the chair. Okay. I think that could be the living room done. I'm not really wanting to add too much more in here, I don't think, unless I find something specifically to sort of add in here. I think we're pretty good. I'm just going to see if there's anything else to add that sort of leans more towards the fact that we do have an infant in this house. Obviously we've got the playmat, we've got some toys and things like that, but maybe I'd love to add this bear, but it's just a little bit big. I wanted to kind of maybe try and squeeze it in there, but I don't know whether or even just here. Like that. I'm not 100% sold on it, but yeah, no, I'm just not. Do we maybe like a toy chest or something? I don't know. I don't know at this point. Oh dear. Maybe a toy box would be better, because then obviously when the infant grows up, they've got access to it. Could put like a little toy chest over here maybe. That could be kind of cute. Yeah, I quite like that actually. I think that's a nice little addition. I'm just thinking if there's anything else that we want to add in here, but I think maybe in this instance, less is more. But obviously if we find anything else that we want to pop down here, then we definitely could do that. I'm just thinking about those like little fire pokers, and for some reason I believe they are in the kitchen clutter category, and I've never understood that ever. If I'm remembering correctly, and they are actually in here in fact. Oh, we've got like the logs here from the werewolves pack. Maybe we could put them down there instead. Okay, and in a different swatch, maybe. Yeah, maybe more like that. Okay, I think that could be the living space done. And then we did say that this was going to be the kitchen over here. So I was thinking about using these counters from the For Rent pack, just because I haven't used them for quite some time and I do really like these. So I'm considering using them here. It's actually quite a big kitchen space, isn't it? Which is, it's nice that we've got this level of space. Obviously I think we would have the fridge in the corner here. That makes the most sense, at least to me. And then I would have the cooker here. Go for like the older style one from, I think it's from City Living. Yes, it's from City Living, or maybe we go for that one instead, just because it's a little less beaten up. Yes, I like that. Although, I'm just thinking. I'm trying something here. Is that better? I'm really not sure at this point. I am not sure, but we're rolling with it. We are rolling with it. Oh yeah. What I don't want it to look like it's too big a space. And I know that sounds really silly when I say it out loud, but I don't want the space to look too big, you know? And well, maybe we don't have a microwave. Oh, I really like these. I think these are nice. Although, does it look a little bit silly that those are the same? Or couldn't we, is it acceptable to just have them there? No, probably not. You'd probably have them over here instead, would you? We might have to rethink the window placement. Bear with me. I'm trying something. Okay. I just feel like that looks very busy and not in a good way. And I'm thinking it's the cabinets. Maybe we switch out the cabinets. Like, because they could match. Could being the prominent word here. I'm having trouble with this kitchen, and I hate that I'm having trouble with this kitchen. What I might do, I'm so sorry about this everybody, is do that instead. And then maybe make this just a little bit smaller. 0.9? Oh no, let's do 0.95. Oh, perfect. I just think that's better because the cabinets are a little less overwhelming. I think so, anyway. Right, let me just go back here. Let me go to this one, and then I was considering... Why? Oh, Not sure about that, but let's roll with it for now. Little stool just on an angle there. And I'm thinking That swatch. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I quite like this. It's sweet. And then we need... I'm partial to these from Growing Together. I think these are from. But what I tend to do is I tend to make them just a little bit bigger. Let's go 1.2. See how that's feeling. Okay. And then in terms of the colour, does the green work? I think I like the green. Okay, let's go with that. And then I was considering using, I don't really know. I like the checkered wallpaper from, I think it's just from the base game, if I can find it. I don't think it's under paint. Surely it would be just under wallpaper. It's got, oh, here it is. It's this one here. I'm thinking that could work quite well. Just on the back there. Oh, that's cute because it kind of gives it that older look for sure. And I'm pretty positive I want it in that colour, although is the darker one nicer? Should we go for the really dark one? I think that's doing something. And then I might take this and then pop one over here too. Just dim it ever so slightly. Yeah. Okay, this is nice. I like this. It's a very cozy kitchen. I was going to add like a little like dining table, but I don't think I'm going to do that in here actually. Because obviously we've got the bar here instead. But I'm just wondering if a dining table would be better. Should we try it just in case? I've got a funny feeling it's not going to look as nice, but you don't know until you try. So I am going to try it. Let's see here. Yeah, I think, I don't know actually. Because then what would you put here, you know? Ooh, I'm very indecisive with this build. It's not a place that I like to be in. I'm not sure what size this rug currently is. Let me try 0.6. Okay, ideal. Do we prefer the table to the bar stool? I think I do. Yeah, I do. I think I prefer that. And then it's just a case of what do we put on this wall? Would we put something like that up there or not? I feel like no. It'll come to me. Eventually it will come to me. Oh, in fact, is it Jungle Adventure? I'm thinking of a specific item. It's this. Oh, now we're talking. Okay, yep, I actually really like that, and I like the fact that the wood doesn't quite match, although if we went lighter it would tie in with the chairs and opens up the space just a little bit, but I'm undecided if I'd rather have it darker. Okay, I think stick with that for now, because then what we can do is we can start adding pops of colour in here. So yeah, what if we made these pink? What about that? And I think you would still have room to use the cooker. I'm pretty sure you would. And then obviously we need a plant in the centre of the table. Of course we do. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I actually tend to put that more on the kitchen counter. I'm not really sure why, because it's no big deal, but I think that could be nice. And then that frees up this little space on here to maybe add a plant like that. Yeah, nice. Let's have a look and see if there's any. I feel like this sim would probably have a coffee machine. For sure. I think she would have a coffee machine, and I love the pink swatch in that as well, so I think we're gonna do that. Maybe a food processor as well would be a nice little addition. Then we can keep this counter free for your sim to be able to prepare the meals on, which then means we can clutter up the rest of the counter space. So okay, that's good placement for that. Let's go with maybe the gold one. Oh no, let's go with that one. Right. I love these from Horse Ranch as well. I think they're really, really fun. And what I was thinking was if we made them slightly smaller, they would fit on this counter rather than taking up any space on the next counter over. Because obviously, like I said, we want to keep that free, this one here free for your sim to be able to prepare meals. And then, ooh, I'd like a bowl of fruit in here, I think. So I might put one in there. Oh yeah, I like that. That's nice. What else do we need in here? I'm just trying to think if there's... I like these milk cartons, but I always feel that like they look a little bit gimmicky. I don't know if that's just me. Oh no, actually, I think that looks kind of nice. I'll tell you what else we could look at as well, the kitchen clutter kit. Because I think, given the fact that we are cluttering up a kitchen, this could work quite nicely. And yes, I'm already seeing some items that we can use here. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I like that. And like I said, I don't want to clutter anything up too much. However, it might be kind of nice to add something like this to the kitchen table. So it looks like maybe the mum's been in the middle of baking cookies and then they've heard their baby like crying and they've had to sort of run off. So I kind of like that idea. And I think I'm going to scale this down just ever so slightly so it doesn't look like it's too much over here. Next to the coffee machine. Oh, that's perfect. Some kitchen scales. Oh, and then we could have like a bag of shopping just down here as well. Yeah, perfect. And then, oh, we need like a little timer. Yeah, so that obviously when they're cooking the food, they can use it as a timer. Obviously, it's not... like that's not real. It doesn't actually work as a kitchen timer. But it's nice to pretend, isn't it? Some soap near the sink is very important. Yep. And then oh. That fits there. Does that mean that we should use it? I'm not sure, or whether we should just have more of just like a regular unit there, maybe with a mirror above it or something. I don't know. I don't know at this point. Oh, some cleaning supplies. We could put some cleaning supplies just down here, look. Oh, we need a bin too. I'm surprised the kitchen clutter kit didn't come with any bins. I don't know if anyone else was kind of surprised by that. But why you'd have the oven gloves over here, look, don't ask me questions. I just work here. But that's where we're putting them. We're putting the oven gloves over there. such a nice addition to the game. These, I mean, I get excited about really silly things in The Sims, I've come to realise, but like, it's just so cute. Ooh, and I love these boxes of cereal as well. So I am going to put these on here, but I might just turn them. Oh, we can move them back a little bit actually. Is that clipping? No. Right, change the swatch. Oh, I don't know why. There's something about them that's really homey and warm. I just think so cute. Right, I think in terms of the clutter, that's probably... Oh, I was going to say that's probably it, but I think I might put some of these on here. If I can. Yeah. I'm not sure if these are going to be in the right place, but we'll find out together. Did I get that on the first go? I'm so proud of myself. I'm not quite sure what's in these, but, you know, just nice to have them on there. Okay, cute. Oh, we need to move this over here. What are we doing? I said we needed a bin, didn't I? So let's find a bin. I love using this one. I don't know what it is. I just think it's kind of the most bin to me. I know I'm making 0 sense here, but it's all right. And then what were we saying? We were having a look and considering some sort of, I don't know, unit, like an accent table just for here. I don't want anything too... Oh, see, they're all quite wide, aren't they? Right. Okay, we might have to reconsider the kitchen caddy. Maybe. If we can't find one that fits in here, because they're all quite wide. Oh, I love this stool. I never use it, but I really like it. What about just a table like that? But like I said, we do need a mirror. Well, we don't need one. It's just that I tend to add a mirror above here so that your sim can check themselves out before they leave the house. I don't know if anyone else does things like this, but I really like doing it. Maybe in a black swatch. I'm just trying to work out if that looks a bit silly or if it looks all right. I don't know if I like it. I don't know whether to bring back the kitchen caddy. Let me have a play around with it. Because we don't necessarily need a mirror above here. I mean, we can keep it if we want to. There's not a problem, but yeah, I just think the kitchen caddy probably makes a little bit more sense. And it means that we can put some, like, items on here too, which I think works. What else could we have on here? Let's have a think. Sure. Not sure how much sense that makes, but hey ho. Right. Right, let's come out of kitchen clutter because I think we've probably exhausted all the options there. And let's go back to just kitchen clutter within the catalogues. I feel like we're probably going to find some bits in here that we like. I don't want to overwhelm the space too much, but I also feel like if I just left it blank, it'd look a little bit odd. Oh, could have some fresh flowers over here, look. That's nice. I'm not sure about them. That's what I'm not sure about. Oh, could we have like a cake over here? A half-eaten cake. Okay, I don't think that looks too bad. I don't know whether there's just too much going on over here, but I do like it. and I still think it's in keeping with the rest of the house as well so far. Now, one thing I do tend to do is I tend to add like towels just here. And I'm not really sure why that is. It's just something that I've done for the longest time. I feel like it makes sense. So likely not going to stop doing it anytime soon, but yeah, no, we're good. Should this sim have a pet of some sort or not? Oh, also, I don't want to use the mirror there either. So in terms of what we want to put above here, I'm not really sure. But I'm sure we'll find something. Like, maybe we just keep it really simple and put that above there. Yeah, I think maybe we should just do that. Oh. Hold on. Because I do like this. This is cute. Oh yeah, let's do that instead. I think that looks nice. Right, has the kitchen just been completed? I'm also wondering about this rug. I'm not sure about it. I don't know what it is. Let's reconsider the rug. I think the rug is throwing things off in here. And I don't know why. I don't know why. But I think it is. So I'm on the hunt for a different rug. No. I'm thinking just a really simple one would be nice. Something like this. This is from the Dream Home Decorator pack, I think. Oh, let's do 1.2. Yeah, I think that works a bit better. I think the rug before was just a bit too, I don't know. It wasn't doing anything for me. And then let's pop another light switch over here as well. Right, we do have this little hallway here. I don't want to do too much in here because I don't think there's any need to. So I think just adding a rug would be fine. And then having a look at maybe a light switch for the bathroom. And then I don't know which room we should decorate first. It really doesn't really matter. We could do the bathroom first, I guess. Oh, and then also, do we want to keep this wood or do we want to make it tile? I'm just thinking. Oh, that might be a little bit. What if we did? Oh, no. Is that... Oh, that is better, isn't it? Because it kind of separates the space really nicely as well. Yes, let's do that. And then let's do the little trick where we add... Where is it? Let me find it first and then I'll try and explain. It's this detailing along here. So it kind of looks like the floor has been separated from the tile. And it adds, I think, a little bit more realism and it doesn't look like it's so cut off. Okay, yeah, if we work on the bathroom next, I think that would be good. I'm happy with how this is looking so far though. Ooh, and I'm just thinking if we should add a little rug as you walk in. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so if we get the bathroom sorted first, I would quite like some cabinets in here for the sink. Which means we can then use... I think it would be really important. Well, I know it's really important for us to add a bath shower combination. You know, I don't want to give them a really cheap toilet either. I think that's the one that I tend to gravitate towards most. So that could be the one that could be the way to go. And then just sort of adding some more detailing around now, I guess. Let's have a think. Okay, we need a little toilet roll holder just here. The sink, I think we might just copy from the kitchen. We need a nice big mirror just along here. Doesn't necessarily need to be huge, but I think, oh, that's a good one. Because it comes in that nice brown swatch as well. Yep, nice. I think I might take the blinds from the living room and put them in here. What size did we go for in the living room with the blinds? Did we use tulle? I actually can't remember. Because are they looking a bit small? Could they be bigger? 0.6. Oh no. Scale 0.9? 0.75. Okay, let's go 0.75 in here as well. Oh, that's how big it already is. That's really funny. Is that the size that they already were? Yes. Right. We need like a, not like a nasty rug in here. I don't mean a nasty rug. I was just about to say we need a nasty rug in here. I don't think it needs to be nasty per se. I also don't like the way that looks. Is that a bit? Oh no, actually that could be all right. That could be all right. Let's go with that. Now, I've been wanting to use this plant, so I'm going to use this. And then I'm also going to bring up the bathroom clutter kit just to clutter up some of these counters. I think this is the way to go. Hairdryer. Maybe some like lotions and potions. Toothbrush. Does anyone else just love cluttering up? Like just anything in The Sims. I think sometimes I find it quite stressful, but more often than not, I find it really quite therapeutic. Does anyone else feel the same way? Like it's just, there's something oddly relaxing about it. And there's something oddly relaxing about watching somebody else do it as well, I always feel like. So that was another reason that I wanted to try and start like sharing these videos was so that we could just relax and unwind together. I'm relaxing and unwinding by just building it, and then hopefully you're all relaxing and unwinding by watching it. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that makes sense, because a lot of the time I just talk, and you know, it's like, really, Rachel, you're not making a lot of sense. So I hope I'm making some sense here, but yeah. Anyway, I digress. Let's I don't really want to use the same ones that we've used in the kitchen, but I'm thinking we possibly... Oh, we could use the white ones instead. Let's do 0.9 for these. Just so they're not clipping in any kind of weird way. Ooh, we need... This is what I'm looking for. Oh, we also need to put like a little potty in here for when your sim is going through potty training. So let's put, I mean, I could put it down here to be fair, because then it wouldn't be blocking anything, would it? Yeah, let's just pop that down there, because that's something that I tend to forget about. I'm going to be honest, in my builds, I do tend to forget. So I'm trying not to do that here. Oh, and then let's put an ironing board in the bathroom because there's no space to have it anywhere else. Nice. Yep. I also would like to add maybe a plant on this wall, but just size it down. Oh, let's put it there actually. Oh, that's nice. Okay. And then I wanted to add something here, but sometimes it's just best not to. I always feel the need to fill up the spaces in my Sims builds, but more often than not, it's like, yeah, but why? Why are you doing that? Although I don't think a piece of artwork could hurt anybody. So let's pop that there. We could even make it a little bit bigger. So it fills up the space just a bit more. Yeah. Okay. I think that could be the bathroom done now as well. And then I think we should leave Mum's room for last. And I'm thinking of decorating the nursery now. And in here, I would like to put carpet down, I think. But I might make it green just because I don't know. I don't know why we're going green. I'd like to use this, but not necessarily in this swatch because we've used it in other places. So I'm just thinking, oh, that's kind of nice because it's different from the bathrooms, but it's still kind of in keeping with the whole vibe of the house. And then I've just realized as well, I wouldn't mind adding some more of this detailing, like over here, for example. And then maybe just putting one over here too. So let's grab this one. We could pop it there, look. Cute. Okay, so for the nursery, I think we could get away with making this a little bit, I don't want to say messy, as in like messy. But I think we could get away with making it more like mismatched and like there's some items kind of out of place and things like that. I think we could get away with that in this room. So I am kind of leaning more towards doing that. And then in terms of curtains, I haven't really given this too much thought, but I found on X, I always want to keep calling it Twitter, but there's people on X who are in the same boat as me when they're like, we need more curtains in this game. And it's so frustrating that we don't have more curtain options. Like when you look at the catalogue, you think, oh, there's quite a lot of curtains in there. Like, what are you complaining about? But when you actually drill down, there really aren't that many good ones, I don't think, to choose from. Again, I'm not sure whether that's just a me thing or what, but I'm just, yeah, I'm not a fan of the curtain options that we've got in this game or whatsoever. Like, it actually pains me a lot of the time, you know, to sift through the catalogue and try and find some curtains that I actually want to use. Anyway, right. I'm trying to make this like as cutesy as possible, but I'm also aware that we are trying to make it look more budget friendly as well. So I don't want to necessarily make it look too together. Is kind of what I'm getting at with this build. So maybe we put them down there and then this over here, because obviously we've got like these little guys up here, which I love these so much. I think they're so cute. Maybe we could pop them there like that. I just think that's a cute little corner in space. I like that a lot. And then we need a changing table for sure. So I think the one I think this one could be good because it looks a little bit more like makeshift, but not in that colour. So we could do that. Like everything's a little bit, you know, like it doesn't quite match. But we love that about this house. It's part of its charm. I think it's part of its charm. Oh, we've got these little drawers here as well, which we could put one there, I guess. It kind of fills up that space quite nicely as well. I like that. And then we definitely need, like, is it a nappy bin that attaches to here? I'm sure it came with growing together. I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure you need one as well. I don't think you can use this, and otherwise I'll just be leaving like dirty nappies on the floor, which is something that we definitely don't want. So let me just filter by growing together and hopefully we can find it. Here we are. Yeah, so it kind of clips on there, look. Just trying to think if there's any other colours of this, but that's probably the best one out of the bunch. Oh, we put this in here, didn't we? Oh, so cute. Let's pop that there. Oh, I really like that. And then, oh, let me just go on show all here because, this is what I'm looking for. I love this. I think this is cute. Yes, I quite like that there. And then I'm thinking of putting like a little lamp just on here. Oh, like, look, that's the broken lamp, which I quite like actually. And I don't mind it in that colour either. So I think we should just keep that as is. For clutter on here, I tend to just put like a little thing of like baby wipes up there. I think that works the best. And also then I'm just thinking of what else we could have. I mean, I'm not opposed to putting a rocking chair in here, like from Nifty Knitting. Oh, so that your sim can rock their baby to sleep. Or would we have it kind of more like this? I think we'd probably have it more like this, wouldn't we? So then they can kind of just get up and then put the baby to bed. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, yes, I like that. Right. I don't think we'd have anything like this in this room. I'm just trying to think. We could add a bookcase just here. Maybe just like a white swatch would be fine. So then obviously when they turn into a toddler, your sim can teach them, like they can read to them, basically is what I'm trying to say. Oh dear. Right. Okay, and then just probably some more artworky bits on the wall, and then I think we're pretty much done with this little nursery actually. Although I am tempted to add this same light that we've used in the rest of the house as well. I think that's quite a nice little addition there. Right, back to decorations, and let's have a little think about what we could put on these walls. Oh, we need some of these available just in case there's a mess and your sim needs to clean it up. I think that would be a good idea to have these. So I'll definitely add them in there. And let's go back to paintings and posters because I'm thinking we could add them there too. Yep, cute, because like you can put like little baby pictures in there, which I think is a really nice idea. We definitely need something over here. I'm just not sure at this point what that is. It needs to be, oh, maybe just this. I don't think we need to go too crazy with anything over there. And then just something above here. And then this room is done, which is amazing. Ooh. Oh, yeah. What about this? Oh, that's cute. Okay. Yeah. And then maybe just a toy box over here. So when they grow up, they can, you know, they can use the toy box. Just there like that, look. Ooh. And we could put some toys on the floor as well. Like maybe they've, I don't know, got some toys out. And then one more and then I think we're done. Oh, cute. Right, I also would like to add this little bear somewhere. I'm tempted to put it on top of the toy box, but I know that looks a little bit weird when the Sims open the toy box. So maybe we should just put it over here like this. Because when I think nursery, I just think there's like teddy bears everywhere, you know. Although, no. There's a really cute one that came in the, I think, debug or live edit menu with for rent, if I'm not mistaken. Like, oh no, it must be debug. Yeah, look, it's this little tiger. Okay, step aside, teddy bear. We're using the tiger because this is so cute. Like, look at this. Look at this little guy. Oh my goodness. That's the sweetest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, we'll use it in the normal swatch. Oh, look at the nursery. It's so cute. Again, wanting to keep it just relatively simple because we're just wanting to get across that we are on a slightly lower income, but we still want to make the house really homey and really wonderful. And I've just noticed that my terrain paint has gone missing. Classic Sims, honestly, because I'm basically being punished for going to bed last night because I had a headache. Because if you remember correctly, we've already done this. We did this in like the first, I'd say, half an hour of the video, and I'm being punished because I'm doing this in 2 sittings. So the game has punished me. I honestly thought that they would rectify this by now. It's been the longest time since like this has been an issue for me and for so many other players. It's like, come on, you need to sort this out now because it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Right, anyway, so we've got mum's room to do now, and then also this little back porch area. And do you know what I think might be a really nice idea? Let's put this door back on, but let's do it going out from mum's room. I think that's a nice compromise. And then I'm just going to steal, I think, this wallpaper just in here, and I'm thinking of putting the bed in front, maybe in front of the windows. I'm not sure yet because I don't know which bed I'd like to use. So I'm probably getting a little bit too ahead of myself before thinking, okay, well, we want to put the bed here or wherever. I haven't decided which bed I'd like to use, so let's have a quick look. Obviously, the cheapest one is this one, but we're not necessarily going for cheap as in cheap in the catalogue. We're going for more what looks not necessarily like too expensive. I've always loved this bed from the Horse Ranch pack. I think this is a really good contender. And actually I quite like the default swatch. However, maybe that one works a little bit better with the overall colour scheme. But having said that, maybe the yellow could be a nice little addition and just bring some more colour to the house. But we'll have a look. We might change our mind. I'm not sure at this point how this is going to go. So we'll see. We'll feel it out and see how we feel about everything. Oh, that one from Growing Together fits that so well. And then I'm also thinking of stealing these curtains that we've used in the nursery just in mum's room too. We did size them up with tool mod, so we'll go 1.2 here. Right. Perfect. Okay, let's get some bedside tables. Which ones would we like to use? I like these ones from Cottage Living. Oh, they could be a good option actually, because they don't look like they're too expensive either, which is nice. It's exactly the look that we're going for here. Okay, for lamps, I like this one from Seasons. See what I mean? It places down and it's way too like warm. So I always have to fiddle around with the lighting, and that's another good thing about the tool mod is that you can fiddle around with the lighting in Build By, which is so handy. It really is so handy. And then I'm also considering just adding like a little something on there. I think would be nice. For artwork, it's tough when you're going budget or more budget, sorry, and you're not wanting it to look expensive. It is kind of difficult. Now, I kind of like this. I don't know what it is about it. I quite like it. So I might consider using this from the Adventure Weights pack, I think this is from. I think that's quite cute, actually. I need some clutter for the bedside table, definitely. I could put like a little candle in here as well. And then in terms of clutter, I'm thinking, like maybe a diary could be good. A water bottle. I take my water bottle with me to bed every single night, so that's something that I add quite often in my Sims builds. Not in every one, but I do add it quite often. Oh. I wish there was an easier way to clutter up in The Sims 4. I really do, because I get frustrated a lot of the time. Shock horror, I know I get frustrated at a lot of things, but I wish it was a little bit easier. Wow. Yeah, I want to change the swatch of this. I'm thinking to a blue swatch. And also, like, we've now got too much room over here, so I'm gonna shift everything forward. Oh, the downfalls of being more of a perfectionist. Right, okay, that's fine. I think that's good for the bedside table. And we need a chest of drawers or a wardrobe in here. This is actually a bigger room than I thought, which is not a bad thing at all. So, I know we've got some from base game that look a little bit more beat up, but I don't necessarily want to go beat up, you know? I don't know. We'll see how everything feels. We need a mirror in here. I might keep the yellow swatch actually, because it kind of ties in with the bed. I think this mum is just obsessed with putting pictures up of her and her child, so I think that's why we've got quite a few of these scattered around. Let's not forget some of these holes in the wall as well. I don't want to go mad with it, but equally I don't want it to look like some of the rooms have holes in and some of them don't. I think that would look a bit silly. So I think I might also add a chest of drawers in here, because then it means we can put a bit more clutter sort of over here as well. So I know we used one of these in the kids' bedroom, but I don't think there'd be any harm putting one in here as well. Ooh, and I also wouldn't mind adding like a little kind of like chair over here. I don't know. I think that's nice. Ooh, or what about this one from Horse Ranch? But maybe in that swatch, because we've got like some clashing patterns in here. Oh, it looks a bit much, doesn't it? What about that? Okay, I quite like that one. That's cute. Ooh, and I feel like she'd have a radio in here just for when she's chilling out on a night. That's cute. Right, I might go to the everyday clutter kit and just see if we've got anything that we can pop on here. I know we've got like there's a jewelry thing, and then we've got like a makeup kit too. So I might put them on there. Maybe a pair of glasses. Phone and keys. And then we just got to work out how to place everything without it looking too silly. There we go. Right, and then we'll change the swatch of some of these. Nice. And I would like to add a clock in here, I think. Maybe just here. Oh, I'd like a plant too. We do need a plant in here. Maybe near the door would be nice. That's gonna get in the way, I think. We've got this one from base game, but it's very small. Or we move this here. Like that, and then we can move these more to the center. Yeah, that's probably better, I think. And I think just something over here would be good. I'm thinking of actually using the same plant that we've got in the bathroom. I know that seems not weird, because it's not weird, but should we pop that there? Oh, and then let's get one of these and put it above the bed. Okay. I think that might be the mum's room done. I'm not convinced about that artwork above there. I think there's just something really off about it. So I'm going to see if there's anything else that we could use. Maybe like that instead would be better. Yeah, I just think it's a little less overwhelming. And I think that looks nicer as well. Okay, all that's left to do now is the back porch. I think I might add like a little table and chairs out here. I think I'm also going to add some planters because I think, you know, this mum could probably benefit from having a few planters out here. Right, let's have... Oh no, that's clipping through there. That is not good. Okay, no, we're fine. We fixed it. Right, let's pick out a table and chairs, and I might put one that's quite big actually, isn't it? Not if we move it over like that. I think that could be fine. What about that? Oh, I like these. Could put these out here. Could be a nice little addition. Oh, and we also need to grab the same light and put it out here. Lighting is very important out here. Very important. Oh, we could also add like the fork. I was going to say the fork. The gardening equipment. Like, it looks like a fork, but it's not a fork. It's for the garden. Just above here. It'll come to me. It's from the base game. So let me just filter by base game, and then hopefully I'll be able to find it. Okay, so they weren't from base game. They were actually from, I think it's Get Together. Is it Get Together? So that's probably why I couldn't find them. But yeah, and then I think I might just add like a little rug just here. Yeah, probably like that. Okay, so we are done with our house here. So this is the exterior. There's not really too much going on here, but that's kind of the vibe that I was wanting to go for with this house. And we've got some like little decorative items just on the porch here. And then when we move on to the interior, obviously we worked on the living area first. I really enjoy this. I love how it turned out. And I love the color schemes. I love the overall vibe. I think it looks wonderful. We've got some like little bits over here. So we've got a TV, of course, like more of like the rundown TV, but I'm going to change the swatch to that one. It looks a little less fuzzy on the screen, so I just prefer this swatch. So that's the living room, and then the kitchen. I love how this kitchen turned out. I think it looks really nice. And yeah, I'm thrilled with it. I'm much happier that we decided to go for the dining room table rather than the island. But obviously, if you want to put the island back, I completely understand, because there's going to be some people that prefer the way that this looks, and then there were going to be some people that prefer the way the other way looked. And then we've just got like this little hallway here which leads onto the 2 bedrooms and then the main bathroom for the house, the one and only bathroom. So that's why I wanted to make this probably, you know, like a slightly bigger size, just so I could make sure that we could fit everything in here. And then this is Mum's room. I think there's not much going on in here, but that's kind of how I like it, and that's kind of how I wanted it to be. I've got a wardrobe and a chest of drawers in here, and then the door that leads out onto the back patio, and then our little nursery. Again, just trying to get across that it's more on the low income sort of side of things, so like nothing really matches. You know, the carpet's probably really dated along with the wallpaper, but this mum is trying her best, and she just wanted it to be a really nice space for her child to grow up in. And then of course, if you are wanting to play out some sort of storyline with this house, there's plenty of room for you to do what you need to do. You could add a second story on here if you wanted to, move the house onto a different lot and expand out. Whatever you need to do, this house is a really good starting point. What did it come in at, just out of interest? 37,000 simoleons. Okay, that's purely just because of all the clutter and all the detailing that we put in here. But like I said at the beginning, this wasn't necessarily going to be a house that was in The Sims, low income, low budget, but more like looking like it's low income, low budget. And to be fair, coming under 40,000 simoleons isn't too bad at all. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to hear what you all think, and as always, if you would like to download this house, it is available from the gallery under my origin ID, which is RachelPedd, and the tray files are also linked down in the description box just below as usual. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this style of video as well. Like I've been saying throughout the whole process, I've really been enjoying, you know, building in real time with you all and just sitting down and decompressing. And I'd love to hear what you were all doing while you were listening to or watching this video. But you all take care, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye.